Hi guys, how are you today? Good afternoon. Today is Monday. On the 17th of February, my friend. So today, I go. It's not a new thing. It's a kind of like the whole part of what I've been discussing in the past. Politics, the art of reproduction, obviously courtship, sex, male, female, and anthropology, demographics, and planning. So I'll discuss this in relation to Eritrean case, and this is what they call the social engineering. For those of you who are politicians, or maybe who did study social science, social engineering, so you have all this Communist Manifesto, Leninist, Marxist kind of Engels, this big beard, Lenin with his bald head, all that, all this thing that just disturbed us for so many years, like maybe how many? 60, 70 years. So these young people, they were young graduates, like burning with passion of like revolutionary thoughts. Build like go to the gorilla, to the jungle, and just to liberate all these people and create their own world of panacea, peace, my friend, obliterate, crush, and annihilate all this really injustice of in society, all this monarchical, all this kind of thing, and give you a new one, a new nation, new Eritrea, Hadas Eritrea, social justice. So I just want to give you an example of what the Italians did. So the Italians, the communist fascism manifesto, their doctrine, their ideology, they had a thought. I think Duce, Mussolini Duce had his fascism, his doctrine paper. The documents is on my Facebook link, and they're gonna be reading it. And what they were planning was, all these feudalist, prone people who are indoctrinated, who are corrupted with all this, feudal thinking, all this royalty, all these monarchy things, their souls are so much corrupted. Always thinking about this really big building in the city, and all they can think of is just like sex and grandeur, money, lavish, and all that kind of extravaganza. These are people really brought up to whole society, and so that's their thought originally. And so what fascism Duce had in mind was, he had all these people, the peasants, the agricultural people, the farming community, are people really very sweet and lovely, not corrupted by by all these social inequities, all these social problems. So these are really hardworking people. Always they work so hard, tilling the land, and these people are really lovely, and they make 10, 15 children, 12 children. So they are really highly conservative people who are going to make the grandeur, ancient Roman civilization back in New Orleans. So that was the mentality there. That was the idea about fascism doctrine of Duce, Mussolini Duce. So he had this idea, fishes kind of like this really small straw. It's like kind of like a broom thing that you use for a broom. So they call it fish. So in a way, the housing thing, the Roman house in the past, the villa. So the entry of the house was called fish as well. So so if all these houses get together and we kind of organize it in a aggregated as a big society, that means really very powerful nation, then you build empire. So that was the idea, okay? So he was trying to educate all these people, these peasants, the farming people, the really hardworking people who put a lot of effort and their labor and to prosper Roman Empire. Bring back all this Caesar world, from the past. So that was his plan, his fascism. So he worked so hard to encourage people to go to Eritrea, because that was the empire that he built in Eritrea. So he brought all these low, really hardworking people who are peasants, serfs. They don't have good land in Italy, so he brought them, all of them, to Eritrea as soldiers. So he brought all these Eritrean women, my friend. He put villaggio Combestato. Duce, it used to be just Duce Street anyway. Is it Victoria Street or Duce Street? Now we call it Combestato. From Combestato, now it's called Godana Hadranet. Godana Samaatat, okay? So he planned all this town planning, all the whole area of Asmara, the villaggio, Paradiso, paradise, my friend. So he segregated the whole area for these people who are going to dwell on these houses. So he had all these young Eritrean women who are going to be their wives, okay? So we got new social class stratification in Eritrea. So you got the mixed race, all these black Eritrean women who were getting married to them. They were giving them so many kids, my friend. So they created really lovely grandeur of Rome in Africa, my friend. Asmarina, Piccola Roma. So that's the idea, okay? So they brought all these really lovely Eritrean women, very highly conservative women, they came with all their Opel, my friend, all these Beatles cars and their Ferraris, my friend, Bento Chunke, say Bento Chunke, all these cars, my friend. Beep, 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 beep. Balilla, my friend. Balilla, Italiano Grande. So they built all these really castle flats, all this big, massive for these people to dwell, okay? So these Eritrean women, my friend, they were really fed up of living in this agricultural village area. The whole nation everything was about village. So at that time, I think Tsazaga was the only kind of place, more organized society, community. So they built this Asmara, big city, for these Italians, okay? So they made a country called Eritrea, okay? So all these women, they were so fed up from their husbands, they are always traditional backward African, always walking on their bare shoes, All these lovely women, they are young, my friend. They want to see the city, my friend. Asmarina. Who knows that Italian song originally? So they came to Asmara, my friend. Asmara became the romantic city, my friend. Little Roma, Piccola Roma, Milano, Genoa, Palermo. Well, it's a beautiful city, okay? So they built villa after villa, my friend, houses, all these complexes, So they segregated the Habesha people to that area, Abba Shaul or whatever you have, and so they were throwing them away. So they created a society. That's called social engineering, okay? Because I want to let you know what social engineering is. So this is anthropology, my friend, okay? So you just grab all these Eritrean women from their villages, so you give them to the Italian, South Italy peasants, serfs who who don't have land in their country. He gave them all these Eritrean women. There were few business people, very few, who are high technocrats, like highly educated people, who are the technical expertise of the whole government system in Eritrea, Roman administration of Asmara. But the majority were soldiers. I don't know how many there were. Is it 50,000 Italians or 120,000? I'm not sure. I think it's 120,000. But you will see the whole detail in my Facebook, okay? So this is anthropology, my friend, okay? You take all the women, you give them, all women, my friend, virgins. Eritrean women, they don't mess up with other men. All of them are virgins, my friend. So they will take all virgins. It's really crazy, isn't it? It's really crazy, my friend. How do they dare to do that, Take our women and make them their wives and give you that, mulatto. Mulatto, the mixed race kind of thing. But happens, man. It happens. It's colonization, okay? So that was the whole idea of fascism manifesto doctrine. So they had that really big idea, my friend, change the whole world and create that big ground there, Italy, my friend, Rome, the ancient Rome. So that's anthropology, okay? Then, because they don't want the native Eritreans to have kids who will be a problem in the future, they gave them a religion called Roman Church, my friend. Hey, you're not supposed to have a woman. You're not supposed to have sex with a woman, my friend. That's only for angels, okay? You have to go to heaven. So what you do is, you pray, you go to the Brebizan. No woman, my friend. The woman is a devil. She is a Satan. Never touch her. Be padre. Be religious leader. So they give you the religion for the natives, but they were just making love to all the virgin Eritrean women, my friend. Beautiful, their births is like so young, 15, 16. They were making love to all of them, my friend. Kids after kids, kids after kids. This is called anthropology, okay? Science, social science, social engineering. The whole Eritrean demographics changed. So we go new nation, mulatto. Mulatto, what's the word they use in Portuguese or in Italian? Messimo, Messimo or something. People, if black people, if they don't like it, what do you say? You mulatto, how dare you, in Africa, Nigerian or Ghanaian. You mulatto, look, you're not black enough, you mulatto, mulatto. They just have to have a fun out of it. So this is demographics, my friend. Okay, this is social engineering. So you bring all the women, you give it to your people, they multiply, multitudes of people, like sun, my friend. How do they make the children, my friend? They have to have sex, isn't it? Otherwise, it's not gonna be like, you just fart or there's just this oxygen on the air and you give it to the chicken and she gives the eggs. No, my friend, they were making love to them. And they're virgins, my friend, okay? So that's a Jannah, my friend. Love making after love making, my friend. 12 kids, 15 kids, Italiano. Okay? But for the stupid people, you just put them this little Roman church, cathedral. They pray, my friend. They go to the Brebizan. No, they're not supposed to touch a woman, my friend. You see? So this is anthropology. This is social science, my friend. Demographia. It's a big subject. You change the whole demographics of the whole nation, of the community, All these farms, You take all their lands, their sea, and you give it to the mulatto people. You export all the fish, you export all the farm produces to Roma, to Genoa, my friend, by ship, by boats. Genoa, my friend. It's not fair, is it? That's not fair at all, You take it to Venice, my friend, and you come with your Eritrean virgin woman like you have your gondola, my friend. Life is beautiful, my friend. Africa, Black Madonna, Black Madonna. Okay? But for the Eritreans, they make them scared, okay? This is what they call the lynching, okay? Lynching. Have you seen all these civil rights movements in America? You go, all these people like, what's the leader of America? Donald Trump, always coming. They're trying to lynch people, to emasculate people so that they get scared, like, oh, my friend, of the woman, so that they're not supposed to make love to them, because making love is only for the white man, not for the black man. He has to be castrated, emasculated. He has to be scared of a woman. So you go all the police, wee, as if there's a terrorism bomb, like, they're trying to emasculate people, my friend, okay? Try to be scared of a woman so that they don't make love to the woman, my friend. So if you meet a woman, she likes you, bang her, my friend. That's what she's supposed to do, So all this religion, because this has been provoked by my friend, from school, we know each other. So he was posting about a book by Abba Isa Ghebreyesus, okay, in Eritrea. So this gentleman, he was a fighter, and obviously he was a religious leader as well, because he was one among this. I'm not 100% sure, was a Cappuccini or Lazarus. I'm not sure what kind of section of the Italian church, Roman church he was belonging to. So he wrote a book called Marsilos, I think, and he called it in Tigrinya, Marcosai Williams Hambasha. So the whole book is about all these people repenting, my friend, regretting all the iniquities they did, social iniquities, like, all this. So this, I think that the gentleman wrote the book when he was 20, maybe 25, I'm not 100% sure, when he was very young, I think maybe in the 70s, maybe 74 or 75. So he wrote that book translated from one Spanish writer, I don't know what his name is. So the book was called Marsilos. Marcilo is in Spanish or Portuguese, a soldier, it was a fighter, okay? But the soldier has to make love as well, my friend, okay? Otherwise, if it's gonna be party man, not making love to woman, that's not right, my friend. Okay? So that's a propaganda. So this book was written in the 70s. Okay, so this Spanish guy wrote that book, and the guy was a really famous author. So this Eritrean gentleman, I'm not 100% sure whether he had that exposure to different European written books, or maybe Eastern written, maybe Italian or Indian or Chinese. I'm not 100% sure, but he was young, not that much exposure to world literature. So he wrote that book, and he's translated it into Eritrean reality. So my friend is keeping reading that book, my friend. That's a propaganda, my friend. It's a propaganda done by the Europeans, by the Italians, okay? Never show it to the Eritreans. Now, so I touched about the fascism doctrine. The Eritrean government does exactly that copy replica, okay? So what they did was they created what they call Sawa, my friend. Sawa. All these young, beautiful Eritrean women, they take them from everyone at 15, 16 years old. Young, my friend, okay? Sexually highly active, very fertile. Obviously, we can assume all of them, they are virgins, my friend, okay? So when they go to Sawa, they make a lot of friends, my friend, okay? So if the government, okay, suspects some of the other people from our Jackluze, let's put that way, my friend, okay, from that area, so they bring the women and they try to kind of create that atmosphere to get introduced to other boys, my friend, some military leaders, okay. So these guys, they take all the women, they might, obviously we can assume they make love to them, and then you tell them, oh my goodness, I'm gonna marry people, this girl is a daughter of my neighbor in Adria. It doesn't work, Mama. She'll forget you, because she's in Sawa, she knows a lot of people, she'll forget you. That's exactly the same fascism doctrine, okay? I'm not 100% sure if the Muslims are going to take that means. In the past, a lot of people were saying the Muslims, they don't allow their daughters to go to Sawa, because they're very clever, my friend. If you mess up, they're gonna choke you with their sword, okay? So they only bully the Christians, okay? So that's fascism again, okay? If you tell them, no, I'm from Akuluguze, My daughter is supposed to marry someone from my village, from my area, from my Kuluguzai, from Adria, Sagaditis, and Afro, the Kamhare. They tell you, hey, my friend, you're racist. You are racist, my friend. How comes you don't allow your daughter to marry my son from Asmara, from Hamassian, or from Sarai, whatever it is? You are racist, my friend. Okay, you see? So this is the same fascism, my friend. Okay, so this is called anthropology. Okay, this is called demographics. You change the whole demographics, all the organizing themes, ideas that people used to know as our Jakuluguzai, wiped out, my friend, forgotten. Nobody remembers. If you tell them, oh my goodness, 300 years ago, we, some hard people, everything used to be our Jakuluguzai. Our ancestors used to farm all these Ji'otoba Haddas, Geshem, all these, Galalo, Gala, they call it, our parents used to call it Galalo, everything. My friend, our cattle, we used to have ranch, farming, everything. They tell get out of here, man. That's already gone, my friend. So they change the whole demographics, okay? So it's called anthropology, my friend. Okay, wake up and smell the coffee, my friend, okay? Don't give us the Debrecen idea. Someone, you just expect them to go to pray to the Debrecen up there, and you just run away from the Eritrean woman, and you want to be Habesha Tohado Padre. You forget about the woman in the go just praying. Okay, that's not right, my friend. This is really very sophisticated again, propaganda. Okay, you're killing you young people. Obviously, I'm talking to my friend, but this is general sense. If it was me, I wouldn't post that book, my friend, because you're killing a lot of young Eritreans, my friend. Okay, they emasculate them. What they do is, they just block them access to the Eritrean woman. So the men, they feel so incompetent, my friend, sexually incompetent. They don't feel they are men enough. They tell them like, you fucking gay man, you don't even have a girlfriend, you don't even know how to shop. Okay, this is exactly that thing, my friend. This is called sexual incompetency. Okay, eunuchs. Okay, they tell them, girlfriend, they tell you, I took your girlfriend, I took you, that you relative, everything. So this is called anthropology, my friend. So sex is normal, okay? Don't give her that white mentality thing, my friend. If a woman loves you, bang her, my friend. If she wants it, okay? I'm not telling you to go and rape her if she doesn't want it. But if she wants it, my friend, let her enjoy it, my friend, okay? There is no such a blessing to make love to a woman who loves you. Like when you make love to her, my friend, you don't even wake up after 10 hours because you love her, my friend. That's like heaven. That's passion. That's love, okay? So this is not sin. This is blessing, my friend. This is a paradise, okay? So then don't make our boys, sexually incompetent, okay? Don't try to emasculate them and change them into a woman, okay? Scared of themselves, my friend. Why are they given their will, my friend, just to bang the woman, my friend? That's what God gave them, my friend, okay? That's their blessing, that's their grace, my friend, okay? And the woman has got everything as well. She has to use it, my friend, okay? Don't do that. So this is called social engineering, okay? Social stratification, social engineering, anthropology. So this fascism is exactly copy replica of what the Eritrean government use, okay? They choose it to Eritrea, to their diaspora, to foreign countries, Eritreans. They do that exactly, my friend, okay? They block you away, all their women, they take them away. They leave you alone just to pray. And they tell you, go to heaven, my friend. You're not supposed to have a woman. Going to woman is for Satans, my friend. It's not for real people. Making love to woman is for the angel boys. So this is really, propaganda. This is just systematic. Obliterated. What word shall I use? Wiping out people, my friend. You just make them sexually incompetent. Okay, you emasculate them. You block them away from having a girlfriend, literally. But there's one catch-22, my friend. They wouldn't do that. If you go to a white blonde or maybe any foreign woman who are in the West. Number one, they don't have the language, the skills, my friend, the courtship skills, you don't have the charisma, they don't have the language, they don't have, they can't, my friend, they cannot take away the woman from you. So what you do is you take that blonde woman, my friend, okay? You take her to nightclub or to some other security place, my friend, and make love to her, my friend. All these electronics, Ethiopians, they won't do nothing, my friend. Even if they come with a Ferrari, they don't know how to speak the language. So what you do is you take them, my friend. So I have to use comedy, my friend, okay? They are really stupid, illiterate boys. They don't know how to flirt with European women, okay? So, I mean, this is as a last resort, my friend, okay? If they snatch away all the electoral women and try to make you sexually incompetent and, emasculate you, you play the game, my friend. You study English, my friend. You go to college, you go to university, okay? You hang out with the white women. They love you, my friend. They like our Eritrean, Ethiopian, nice complexion. We look like, white, like everyone is like us. Everyone, my friend. The white women, they are crazy about us. I cannot tell you, my friend. But you have to know the skills, the politics of flirting, courtship, my friend. Okay? You have to be very confident. You have to know how to speak the language, how to appreciate the music language. So what happens is, my friend, you're gonna have 1,000 white women following you, my friend. You don't even have to ask them their number. They come to you. I'm telling the truth, my friend. But but for this is not only about Eritreans, my friend. Even the Africans, you got all these Nigerians or these Ghanaians, they tell you like, hey, hi baby. They come with like sometimes they just borrow some loans from the bank, they buy like maybe a car that costs 50,000 pounds, my friend. It takes a lot of effort to make good job in London, my friend. You have to have a good education, degree, master, to get a good earning. But these people are really dodging. What they do is, they buy a loan, like kind of like a mortgage, they borrow big money car and they have that really Ferrari or maybe Porsche or maybe Mercedes-Benz, BMW. They impress the Eritrean woman. Hey, my sister, this Eritrean boy, he's rubbish. He just only washes the dishes. He's a taxi driver. My sister, I got a big land in Ghana. In Nigeria, I will take you to Accra. You're beautiful. You are a princess. You need a good treatment. The Eritrean, he's just rubbish. Forget him. They do that, my friend. Even the Kenyans, the Ugandans, the Tanzanians. So what you do is, my friend, you study. You know the politics. You know the language. You know the culture. The African boy. You got better look than the, my friend. Sorry, I'm not. This is not against the Africans, my friend. Okay, but hey, we have to protect our community as well. Hey. So you don't need the white woman, my friend. You don't need a car. You don't need the African funny fake guy who's riding big car, trying to be so big and rich. Obviously he could be some kind of like dodgy politician, son, or that kind of stuff. These are But you Eritrea, what you do is you study, my friend, you culture, everything. But whole Western world is yours, my friend. Okay. So that's how to escape from all these demographics, all these anthropological problems, from sexual incompetence, emasculation, emasculation, that really horrible feeling that woman doesn't want you, that Eritrean woman, You want to have the power. So this is about empowerment, my friend, okay? So that's how you keep and maintain your Eritrean system, my friend, okay? She got a skin. If she doesn't want it, my friend, what can you do? You let her go. But you got a blonde woman, my friend. They like handsome boys, highly educated, articulate, my friend, who speaks good English. It has to be good on bed as well. It has to be clean, my friend. Always gym, cycling, running, my friend. Always, fit, always positive outlook in life. Don't whinge, okay? Don't talk about all these negative things about failure after failure, okay? If you fail, it's not the end of the world. There are plenty of opportunities, my friend, okay? But this one has to work, my friend. You have to have a good outlook in life, okay? If they block you way here, there are 1,000 other ways, okay? So because my friend article just posting this thing, it just made me really feel so crappy, and that's why I have to share to younger Eritrean boys, my friend, okay? Because it really disturbs me, young Eritrean boys feeling so much frustrated. You see them going through a lot of political parties, upheavals, always fighting each other. I see them going to prison, my friend. I see them, some of them just getting, dying, and they go there all their their body going back to Eritrea to as a burial. This is about frustration, my friend, okay? These are people who need help, my friend, okay? So this is something I can do, so this is my contribution, and because I can understand, I've been through that kind of process in the past, but I got where on all these politicians, dodgy politicians, they always get all the papers from these fascists, from these Nazis idea doctrines, or from these communists, Russia, everything from the past. They read it literally and they translate exactly the same clone replica to use it on their own people. So this is really horrible thing, and that's all I just have to show you guys. More, thank you guys, and my friend, my college student friend, don't take it personal. Obviously, I do think we have to help each other, our brothers, my friend. Okay, there are a lot of Eritreans who need this kind of help, my friend. We got kids, my friend. We got our sons. Our children are gonna face the same dilemma, the same challenges, and we have to equip them. We have to empower them, my friend. We have to say the way it is as it is. Okay, we don't have to try to score goals, for this kind of for just for some kind of propaganda games, my friend, because this is recorded, my friend. People are gonna read your posts, your video clips, things that you've been doing in the past, and it's gonna haunt you, for me, because I wanna feel good and have a really deep good sleep. I just wanna share it, my friend, okay? That this is gonna be heard and people are gonna hear it and gonna listen to me to this for maybe some other years, our kids, my friend. Hey, what has my dad been doing, man? My dad has been so irresponsible, maybe you got some uncle somewhere in Africa, in Eritrea or wherever, hey, what has he from our village, from our town, what has he been?